but they haven't really shown too much whatsoever. They kind of glided their way into this position. What was it, 5 maps played for them?
Yeah, the least maps so far in kickoff for MIBR.
Nade actually misses there from aspas, but it does a job, honestly. It just pushes back the plan for a couple of crucial seconds, buying time for MIBR to now get into position. But they don't have any controller showers, nor backsight.
This is where FURIA, though, tend to peek and look for kills.
And the Snakebite's going to be laid down early enough. That there's a small pocket to play in, and zekken will capitalize quickly. Mazino follows up with another one. Haunts into the back, reveals quite a lot. koalanoob pressed into a corner, yet still batters his way out. And despite being stuck, eeiu rapid fire, unloading the clip, seeing if he can get a couple of lucky shots. It's happened to the defuse. Wincon's earned. Verno!
Yeah. I mean, I know they're going into a stacked site, but the health advantage is so big.
Depends what Tex can do here. The Snakebite again, pushing them back. It's going to be an exchange of that util on either side. A bit of spam potentially into the corner. Tex is finished off. Stimmy's going to be dropped down, sees to layer it on top, but these are just kills through the smokes that are being combined and out. Through the back of the site, Verno is caught.
Plant a spike.
Now the plant will go down with barely a bit of time to spare there, but player advantage still here for FURIA. You predicted it, Josh. It was looking like that bonus conversion. Even more likely now.
16 HP on aspas. He'd have to be so clean with this kill.
Yeah.
And that's if they even have a hope. They don't look like they're playing for it.
They don't want to take it, no.
3v4? They're choosing to save the guns instead.
Risky business. aspas doesn't even get it out with his own weapon here, and I think that signals. Definitely so. koalanoob is on the hunt immediately. He's 2 away from the ult, and he would love these kills, take the guns out of their hands. He'll go down.
Even the death is great, though, because he's 1 away from getting up to his dimensional drift. And the next round, MIBR have got a choice of either forcing around the 2 rifles that they've saved, in which case koalanoob can destroy them with a good Yoru ult.
Verno does. Still, that TP is going to be called for. That was that shower's control early and out of dimensional drift. Spots it out into the corner. Attempted a body block by koalanoob. You're seeing it. Mollies and nades flying forwards. Anything to delay the inevitable here, which is that push forwards. Mazino, that's a critical kill. And now asserting and dominating control over towards lamps here. MIBR making sure that they're ingrained. Hard to remove. 20 seconds left. Spike's only just being reclaimed. Plant now down. Nerve going for it. That's a seize and an orbital strike. And Nerve will have to give up his life for the cause. Anything to extend this round out. But it's now a 2v4, and this thrifty conversion is looking more and more likely. MIBR slow going. Making moves with the Bucky in hand. It's aspas wiping koalanoob off the map. Actuals, anything to deny that this plan could be going down. It's all down to Verno. He'll be falling into his lap. What can he do from a spot like this? He plays up close. Tight tuck to the corner. Flash goes wide. He gets his 1, gets the 2nd. And almost controlling for the 3rd there. It was a scrappy situation, but he buys enough time. Texas in there, straight into the fight. The heads are rolling on either side. Still time is of the essence, and that's the important, critical factor. 6 seconds remaining. The spike needs to go down. His kills need to be found, and Texas already done the work. It's a round found for him. Will force the issue, though. Zekken will be able to fight that one. There's a smoke to play in. Tossed over towards the top. That's alym in there with the shorty. These ults being expended potentially. Yes, aspas with there with a showstopper. This is carnage now occurring because close quarters is what is being forced into, and the smoke's in your face. FURIA, they're finding it. Targets acquired, and so is the site. Plant down. Fast and loose by MIBR. Still potential chances, but no, it's all contained by alym. Watching the extremities as that pit just blossoms out and leaves it down to Tex.
You'd have to find some unbelievable timings here, and alym looks like the first challenger.
There it is. Shot to the head is clean enough. That's a Bucky, not the rifle, but might do the job anyway. He's over the top. That's off a read, presumably, but it goes amiss. Seizing the orbital strike, hoping to catch Showers players. aspas will go down regardless. Want to push towards it. That's convergent pass into the back. Look at the slowdown MIBR. Trying to scurry away from these bullets. They have no control of showers, no control of backside. Smokes keep mounting. That molly rebounds and does push back the plant.
Patient play from FURIA. MIBR still locked out of the site for the moment too.
Yeah, retaking with an op is going to be even harder.
Portal closed.
Zekkens going to wait for this sight line to open up. And there it is. And the strike's going to be soon enough. That off angle by eeiu. It is whiffy business. Kills eventually found anyway. The molly though timing. Verno's forwards, and this guy, he's like the Terminator in terms of how he's locking onto those angles. Will get traded out quickly enough, and the issue still lies here. Retaking by the operator is hard to
into the next. eeiu slowed down for a moment actually.
Yeah, he is. So, and there it is, rewarded for it.
staying on it as well.
Yeah. Not removed. Normally you see that reposition happen. That's a shot through the Prowler. Get down, Mr. President. eeiu survives.
That's ridiculous.
That's insanity. koalanoob, though, will assert himself over towards Showers now. He's got control of that one. And you see the flash through and around. Shot goes wide. Zekken forced to pull back, but still do have Tex playing with that pit into short, but he's only got a judge to work
30
with.
seconds left.
Spike planted.
Stray shots. Operator firing. eeiu.
He's getting crunched.
Is he going to expect this? The answer's no. That's going to be delivering a weapon straight to the lap of Tex. Happy to pick it up, but doesn't anticipate the koalanoob was already on it. Mazino quick with the trade. Nerve, though. Potential for him to pick this one up. Poking, prodding. Mazino just baiting the shot out. This is a tricky spot to be in if you're FURIA, because you need these kills to go your way. Now it just leaves it into Nerve's hands. Spotted out. Finds the one. Quite a bit of space, and now you're going to see these ults popped off. Clearing a bit of a path. Aspas put down towards the back, and he hears an abundance of util here. Losing control of lamps in the process. Hinder's going to go wide. That's a shot to the dome. 10 HP. That's what he's dropped to here. FURIA are relentless. Eager to try and lay claim to the back of this side, and bullets into the smoke. Shots in the dark. It's going FURIA's way here for round 10.
That's the aggression that you want to see from FURIA. Absolute disrespect. Bringing it to MIBR. Super team be damned. And this is how they were getting such great
Down at the
victories.
bottom, we saw just before we got into this game, right? All the community opinions.
Yeah. The weaponry has been, the economy has been under enormous pressure this entire defense half.
There's a
what a combo.
That's a great combo off the contact. Nice play to cook up.
Lovely set play, and MIBR have run that twice so far in this map.
FURIA might look to speed it up forwards now. Wanting it, hold on, Buckies! Oh, they're delivering. Mazino and Aspas, they play off each other's contact.
Saw a nice little combo here from MIBR with the throw out the season, the orbital strike.
Waiting on the other side of this one. Wall up. Gonna take that timing, he spots it out with a showstopper! Blind fire into the corner, he couldn't see a bloody thing. Prowler did the work. It evens it out 4-2-4.
I don't know how he didn't do any damage even.
Yeah, it's barely a scratch onto eeiu. That's just ridiculous stuff.
4v4 in this spot, and MIBR are looking to regain information over towards Hookah. FURIA have lost info all over towards Fountain. You can see the pings on the map. They don't know what's going on over there. Instead,
Exploration on both sides?
Yeah.
Yeah, both teams just trying to clear up a picture of what's going on. koalanoob, very heads up.
But does he expect the second? I don't think so. He's thinking that's a solo push from the player that's often been around.
Oh, the timing. Heard noise cues made. He heard the jumping from artzin. Oh, this could be everything for them. Zekken's got a dimensional drift out. Confirming what Tex already knows. Lurking up behind. koalanoob, though, might have just done enough damage regardless. And look at that. Nerve just trying to appropriate himself there onto the right ankle. You're seeing that site is still open for the taking. They are surrounded, though.
Nice flip of the map, actually. artzin planted on the other side. They can play backside, player advantage spot. FURIA looking quite good here for a 7-5.
And no hesitation with a play like that. Immediately realizing what they needed to do. Flash Zekken. It's on his shoulders alongside Tex. FURIA finding themselves in very strong positions though in this post plant.
artzin gets a kill, he has ult, and the round is over.
koalanoob is going to be pushed out wide there from that, and that's a kill for Tex. koalanoob out wide to the side, 4 kills.
You've been in multiple BO5s before and failed, and you're starting it like this, deletes Verno.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Beautiful work here. A real awkward spot to be placed into because he's trying to take his timing, but okay, players rounding around towards the back, and there's no way. Okay, it's trade. Save a lot of their util.
Do you have the nerve to contact into B? They're creeping out.
Yeah, they found it. Space over towards the site, cleared out most of it. 14 seconds, Aspas putting to the plant here. The same place, not enough damage to really dissuade him. Did want to get off in a spot like that. Back halls though. How do FURIA break out of this one? Util's being primed. Smokes drop down in their faces. Hinder connects. Haunt is better as well. That's going to be spotting out a multitude. Zekken, 1-for-1, jumping and hopping all around. Mazino finally activates. Pounces on the chance to get involved into the fight. Aspas is going to be seized up. FURIA.
Generational trauma of FURIA, but he does.
And they're looking to rewrite it entirely. But Aspas, that is a hero play and a half. Outlaw was purchased for him. Alan's going to be going hunting now for a couple of kills, but he wasn't anticipating the second. Was close quarters. Flash forwards. eeiu trying to equalize. Does find himself the one, and he's hoping for the second, but it's an evacuation. Question is for MIBR. Still going to go slow going until it's not. Now speeding up a little bit. The smoke's
30
propped
seconds
up.
left.
It's not quite a tap. I mean, listen, Tex is already taking fights over towards elbow.
Planted.
He's alone taking that, but still eeiu goes down regardless.
Well, that's a rifle now handed over. It's basically game over here.
It's chalked.
I mean, how could FURIA possibly win this round? 2v4 and their players are not in good positions. It'd have to be magic.
Artzin, he's found himself a gap, and there it is. Former comrade put down. Back to the spectator seat. Stinging and a spectator. It's not much the work of an elbow. Open, sightlines. Shots are missed though. Nerves found it. It's getting whippy. Wall's going to be going down, and the shots go.
Viper orb over here, so they can take B long pretty easily.
Alym, right here. It's a tricky one, but he just takes the same fight,
left.
same angle that aspas did prior on the other half.
This is a really late hit.
It is, and this is where it gets really awkward. On bind, if you don't pull out this prior util, this is where the troubles start mounting. Molly to replace the snake bite. There's plenty of fuel in the tank. That wall's going to be going up as soon as the smoke fades. Time is of the essence. 12 seconds left. Orbital strike. They want to send it. MIBR trying to go into this one, but they're going into a blender. Straight into the maw. It's raw individualism. That's what's going to try and lay you out. They don't have time, do they?
I think they just got it.
It was barely there. Extension here. Zekken finds it. Plant down. 2v2 now for them. koalanoob trying to announce himself onto the stage, but Zekken's just a little bit too sharp. eeiu shots through the box. Got a tuck now, Zekken. Free haircut in the process. Barely alive, and it's essential that he stays that. Verno crouched up just to reinforce a hit that is not coming. Texto barely there in time. There's a lot of damage done. Alym couldn't confirm the kill. Highlight with that haunt, and Rocket flying forwards. Didn't find a mark. It was a bullet first that connected.
Spike planted.
Deep plant down now. And a two-player advantage for MIBR in this one.
I think this is one of the spots where you have to consider saving.
Yeah, with the operator, good luck.
We got into a weak A site there.
And every win that MIBR have got, give them more and more time to make sure that they can put it all together. Oh! Zekken!
That's incredible. He's like a ballerina.
Yeah.
He's pirouetted through and found two.
Connects the dots there. Heads popped off. Low as anything, but he's still willing to be aggro and just take the fights to them. Make him bleed, make him hurt, so that is a little bit too aggressive. A little bit too greedy, perhaps.
It's got style, though. It's got style.
2v4, Alym and artzin pressed into such a hard position. You have ults, but you need kills to want to use them. Orbital strike is going to be pulled out.
There's a molly line up here as well.
It's just filthy. We've already seen enough cringe Valorant from that last game. There's the molly sailing over, and artzin knows already. Fine.
Mark 2.
And they rush into things, they make mistakes, but pure composure by MIBR. They are happy to whittle you down bit by bit. Ticking forward, shot still firing. Tex! Oh, it's disgusting, man. Deep hit into the back of the site now. Good luck getting past that one in a 2v5. This is looking like map 1 is going to be wrapped up nice and pretty. All for MIBR now. Plant down.
Planted.
No problems. koalanoob has got a heavy load on his plate and can't get rid of it.
And Nerve is sat here wondering what's gone wrong for them in this half, because they haven't had a...
No real smokes, it looks like. I mean, Zekken's not going to get it. I'm not too sure what the timing is on it, but they catch the contact, and now the smoke just propped up. I mean, this is deep. It does allow FURIA to get in onto the side, and Alym's even just going to be hopping straight over towards the top. It's a lot of bullets raining down onto him, but koalanoob, he does collect that one onto Tex.
Important
isolated. Yeah, definitely so.
No salvos, but you've still got pull available here, I think. Not sure if artzin has picked up one of these stars that he laid around the map. Maybe he's working with nothing.
Noise going to be made now by MIBR. They're looking to buy some time, create some space and pressure that aspas can play off onto the other side of things and maybe even just take up most of the map. And Nerve, okay, rebound off that one, but Verno, as quick as anything, he's straight back in there, just trying to be controlled in the end. There's a lot of damage done, and now's the time to strike aspas. 1v1. And Tex look like they're going to be tested. Thrown over the top. Smokes to try and divide up most of this side. That's Zekken. Does get tagged, so he's forced to retreat back, but he does claim a kill.
It's just spam, I think. eeiu, though, picked up that Altor. Has the Sova. Ultimate to be able to play for post. One salvo, a pull.
Nice angle. alym is alone, no playing this spot. Oh my god, what is that? Hunter's Fury off the back of that contact. Mazino was deleted. eeiu not getting too much done. Potentially a kill to be claimed onto Zekken. And not as, well, really just not anticipating that. Just trying to jump and rejoin the rest of the pack here. They're already pressing the advantage. MIBR trying to take this one a bit faster now because time is going to be bled out of them. The amount of util that they've got, shot darts hailing. It's a pull online. Salvos are next. This, you're just playing against the machine at this point. You're not even playing Valorant. Not much you can do.
The recon as well, saved to throw into a smoke as the final piece of util.
Made a lot of noise though. We'll see if those guys were sidestepped. Aspas. It's the 1-for-1. Nerve was quick with the trade once more. Deep smoke. Dash yourself into it. alym's looking to see if he can play a lot of this space. And that all's going to be expended to roll out the carpet into the back of the site. Spam from Zekken. Well, not even spam. That's a kill over towards B.
Yeah, over on B. And that's actually pretty big. I mean, now there's only one salvo available for this post-plant util. No pull. No Armageddon.
MIBR can look to try and speed things up. This is a forward hold, though, by FURIA. All three players remaining. Deep onto the site this time.
They know they need to be the ones to make a play, FURIA here.
Paranoia sweeps. No real connection. Time still ticking away. These kills need to go their way, but koalanoob finally removed for that heaven. Mazino here in that drone contact. He needs to be careful here. There's, well, second drone. Why not? Sending it. Conversion pass also going to be laid down. Zekken is in a very tight position. Can't anchor against that. It's rough going. No command emanates out, but a little bit too late to try and save the teammate. Mazino trying to get himself and his teammates in, but they're just lining up and knocking them down.
Oh, this round's over again. This feels very much like the second half of Bind.
Yeah.
Where the attacking exec zero impact. It has played out as true.
Gives him more outs. The knives out and immediately back down. Strengths, but they are one of the best teams, I think, at purchasing Outlaws to try and punish the team's economy.
Back in a flash.
For sure. I think their understanding of how important scopes are in the current meta, the Yop and the Outlaw, is
30
evident.
seconds left.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely evident. But also, these guys are grinders, right? They've taken a team that's only been formed recently and made them look really good.
Astounding stuff here. MIBR not down for the count just yet in a round like this. The darts overhead, the paranoia's even better. alym pushed out of the fight for but a moment, but the time to strike was a little bit earlier. Nerve willing to supplement, help out. Augments the hold down. alym will be dropped towards the end, but again, it's another round that has added up. The win is there for FURIA.
They are pasting them at the moment. There's nothing that MIBR can do. We still haven't seen them go aggressive in these rounds, though.
An unreal amount of confidence here. That's a drone using a Hunter's Fury off the back of it. Verno, when he hears the drone, he was hoping to punish one of the users of it, but he doesn't get any tags whatsoever. Towards the back of the site, though. Okay, eventually cleaned up. koalanoob's there with a trade.
An opportunity there to stay and fight and play Verno in, but instead going backwards and trying to play for retake again.
Spike planted.
Drone gets the tag, sees where the plant position is. He's trying to play MIBR in here. It's a lot faster in terms of the pace of the playing, but as util held out into everyone's hands, and he's just following these players out. Zekken just caught completely unaware. The trade is there by Mazino. And he's out towards heaven. 3v3 though, and look at these ultimates in play. FURIA have got a lot to use. Pull, salvos, Armageddon's waiting in the wings.
Double shock.
Deep reposition, it's an instant trade. There's the Armageddon, roll it all the way out. It is too much util to account for. Underhanded with the flash. Mazino trying to force the issue. Hold on. Timing here. alym spotted it. Having just seen the tail end of the particles, so Zekken, party spoiled for him. Cosmic Divide now cuts up in your face.
Verno in the smoke.
Trying to pockets.
They're trying, they're challenging.
Anchor smoke. Bit of spam laying it down.
They're thinking about it.
Poking around. Oh my god, he's barely there. Okay, smoke's going to be fading. I think we had to retreat.
Spike planted.
Drone trying to get his team back in position here, but the salvo's going to be used early. This is making it uncomfortable. Both salvos, in fact, committed to no real avail. Nades flying forwards. alym's barely alive. Shred of HP.
Cover going out.
MIBR applying the pressure evenly enough that it is pulling out those critical pieces of util, and the plant is not particularly ideal. Shock darts raining forwards, but these smokes are difficult to try and chew through, and FURIA are making it real damn tough. It's down to just Tex now. It's a 1v3. Needs to ISO these. TP. Potential timing, but the angle unaccounted for.
Again, zekken getting punished. He's had a nightmare here on Omen.
It's putting everything on the line here. It's evened out.
Scampering away.
Yeah.
Okay, Knife just spotted 0 people on B, and so now MIBR can get into position.
Tag onto alym. He tucked. He's worried about multiple angles here, but no one is home from MIBR. All just surrounding this one. A tap. Pulls forced out. They want to fight up into heaven as salvos to see if they can really just push them as a slight angle. Verno's able to sit into most of his team there. This could get real scrappy, and wow, I mean, alym, the awareness is off the charts, but he will be dropped regardless. MIBR getting into it now. It's a rifle handed over. Mazino, he's leading it. Rest of the pack right behind him. Rifles are going to be picked up as well. This is going to be looking like an aggro round.
With how good FURIA has been on pistol. What an entry! What a punish! They weren't ready for that kind of pace coming out from alym. He was struggling really hard with the opening kills in map 1.
koalanoob going walkabouts too. Slipped past. The hold over towards there. Convergent paths offloaded over towards A. Hinder up into heaven. He's looking to connect this one. The Hunter's Fury has narrowly avoided a lot of this one here, and this is a game of timings. Oh, Tex spotted out. koalanoob takes his time with it though. While that was going on, the heaven player cleaned up. The plant is now down, and once more, a similar problem. Retaking with the operator against all of this util. aspas is going to find replacement gun, but taking it together now. Dash forwards into the smoke, clears up one section. And FURIA perfectly happy to sit back. Look at them all in main. Real vintage cringe VALORANT that you can witness here at VCT Americas.
And why wouldn't you?
Yeah, too many things to deal with, I think. Pull's got to be dealt with, kills need to be claimed. Random spam does not save the day. Zekken's getting funny and cheeky with it. He's trying to go right, slipping behind.
The FURIA dominance has been here, and artzin's hanging out with a shorty behind this smoke.
Dash forwards, aspas!
I'll have a bit of that, please.
Down again, under Hunter with a flash. Mazino wants to go fast. Lose, trying to take this one with that pace. And they were blind as anything. artzin and Nerve didn't stand a chance.
I think he rooted them as well. That's a new ability.
They did not know what was going on. And the kills claimed. Collected and goes back and forth. koalanoob has put himself into a 1v2. Those two picked up, trying to pick up the better weaponry, but a bullet to the back as a punishment.
3 kills available. One command here would have been real useful, and there he goes. I mean, he just hits the deck instantly.
Okay.
Goodbye.
artzin is purely taking an instinctual timing there, just shots through into the smoke. There's a lot of util in your face, near-sided though. Asserts and dominates himself into that smoke position.
They don't know aspas is up this team.
No, they don't, but it's still going to be handled regardless. It's artzin again. artzin! This guy playing lights out. He hasn't stopped really. All of kickoff. Just the shoulder spotted onto Verno. Keeping this one controlled together. You can't be giving any chances to get back online. So immediately pops the smoke. Still trying to hold this one down, but yeah, without the rest of the util to account for.
He's talking about how good his anchoring was, but you can't anchor without those smokes in play.
No, exactly. No command does the job.
Planted.
MIBR can firmly settle themselves now into these 4 positions. aspas up towards heaven. Looking to try and peek off the back of this drone timing. Yep, so he hears it coming. Knew he was going to get cleared. Wanted to get ahead of it. Works out in his favor. alym.
I think going at least prodding.
180s after 180s. The rest of his team is in though. Noise pressure's made, and the call's made by FURIA to re-clear. Good protocols from them. It's a rifle picked up. This time not letting zekken jump onto the timings that his team was creating with the pressure.
koalanoob with a rifle.
Has he heard something? Potentially. He looks like he was lying in wait there. I think he knew that something was up, and now the TP to regroup. Back over towards the rest of his team. Samo's going to be utilized to clear most of the way. Cosmic Divide cuts it up, dissecting the site, and the spike is way out to the open. MIBR, they make a call to try and fight forwards.
He's on for the ace.
But straight into the open arms of koalanoob, and he wants that ace. 8 bullets remaining, artzin with a stick. There's no danger lying here. Fully sticking this one. Safety in number.
Mazino's ult.
Nerve has some util
left.
primed. Salvo's off the drone. They hear it. Verno's going to be taking a whole lot of damage. Mazino's off the map! He's off the bloody map!
What happened there?
Trying to avoid the salvos, I think, inside that smoke. Mazino just lost in the chaos of the situation, but FURIA, this is it. A killing blow that they were waiting for. And Tex and aspas will do their best to try and fight their way through it, and they have earned themselves a bit of respite. The time is of the essence, time is of the essence. eeiu is getting scrappy. All that damage done, my God, man. MIBR found themselves a window. But you got to keep it going, you got to keep it controlled, smooth, clean as anything, and this is getting
into B.
Concealment.
just the one star. Popped off now, artzin. Just the sheriff to play with. The drone not dealt with. Is going to be clearing a large area of this site. Zekken's there. Rifle was exchanged for the outlaw. Aspas with that gun in his hands. Timing, hold on, composure! Artzin pulls it back from the brink. And just like that, turns it on its head. It's a 3v3. There's danger now in this round. The plan was denied. It's all now onto MIBR. They're the ones who have to find this! And instead it's FURIA picking them apart at the seams. The round is unraveling before your eyes, and Abyss looking so damn likely to go their way.
Kickoff.
It's been working for Lev.
It certainly has.
It's not even needed. There's no flashes in this comp. What am I talking about? Point still there towards Garage as Texu's tested. Gets his kill, gets the hell out, and off the back of the turret contact. I'm seeing him a lot of bodies and a lot of potential for it to go wrong. FURIA though still punching back. Mazino gone. Taken out. There's 17 seconds left.
You have to end B here.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous. The A rotate could have come in and filled this gap, but second went to spawn.
Artzin, he hears all of that sound pressure now, and they're going to start to see if they can flood in, because again, time pressure. Plan needs to go down with no problems, but it's all
solo duelist to go and get those big entries and fearlessly take space.
yeah, right time to get the most out of it.
But he knows when not to send it like there through an orb.
Dangerous, hold on, game of timings. Tex has barely found it, and more. Where that came from. Lovely transfer. Gets one more, why not, for the troubles. He's buying time and space now for the rest of his team.
Clear that FURIA cannot lurk behind that Viper wall.
Somewhat close. That was calmed out. Just chasing alym.
I'm out of here.
Biting at the heels. He hears a drone. alym was tempted, I think, to try and jump onto the chance to punish. Didn't know if Verno had a few more players ready to help him out here. koalanoob with the plant. Snake bite. Shock dance flying forwards, getting tanked across the board. There's a lot of damage done, but the plant still goes down without too many more problems.
It's the garage control right now that I'm paying attention to. It's Tex here again. He walked on water in the previous round, but now might have alym going for that re-wrap.
Trying not to overplay his hand. He's not looking in the direction of Garage, but it is being watched ever so slightly. Diffuser's tap, trying to pull out layers of the util. Artzin shuts down the first part of it with Tex out of the...
Plank comes down. Easy piece. Similar to the pistol, but Verno dodges away.
They just walk back up as well. They don't make any sound cues. They take the initial space. Now looking to jump onto the chance, but aspas is waiting for that. Still traded though, eeiu. Dart. Orb sailing overhead, it signals it all. This is going to be landing over towards it. That time reveals on the second, and now the Hunter's Fury. Hold on, he has to TP to get out of there. TP's on TP's. koalanoob has found himself into the one-way, but this could still come down to that raw individualism. The wall is up in their faces. That is putting a pause into the step of FURIA.
koalanoob smoke's going to run out.
It's running out now, and here it is. Kills are starting to collect up into the feed, but Mazino ready for it all onto that high ground over towards heaven. It's traded by koalanoob, but he's just one man. And the spike way out into the middle of nowhere. Barely any time left. He's going to have to commit to this one, but he knows he has to try and play to his outs. And MIBR know exactly what they have to do. Fast going is the round. That's a deep TP up and towards heaven. That's going to be spotted. Cancelled or broken. Either way. Up towards that A space, aspas had a really hard shot to hit, and he tried to get awkward with it. Do respect it, dashing straight back into alym with the shorty in hand. Potential not to go his way.
Going for the Dambi movement.
Yeah. Now the difficulties will mount. Hold on, as I say that. Doing a good job with his util. Long-range artillery. Denies the plant for a moment in this game. The time is koalanoob was on top of it. Aim well trained onto the angle. Verno looking to see if he can isolate some of these fights, but alym has got this one entirely locked down. The pit to try and peel your way out of this one. Again, just the same game plan by FURIA. They are just sending it flying forwards over towards B. See if they can pull out bits and pieces of the util. Deep TP up towards into that one-way. This time hard committing into the plan. Zekken! Fully aware. He knows the positions these players will like to play. Instinctual, really. One hell of a read. Alym now matters into his own hands. Yeah, just flicks towards it with Tex dismissed. Zekken, Team TP, and he is behind enemy lines. We're looking to regroup with Mazino. Just got one hit. Reveals the spot that they're potentially in. Overdrive now going to be active into his hands, and Mazino, yeah, from that one, all attention being pulled and peeled away. They're able to just make sure that they can. So the coverage looks like there's an operator on the one side. He can only get the 1-for-1. They've looked up a long or a short. Just ahead, spotted out there. Paranoia now is going to be sent flying forwards with that snakebite on top of it. Zekken, that's a 140. Unfortunate not to get it, but a cleanup is there. In time, lockdown now. In play. It's going to be pushing the MIBR players way out of the picture. A couple of stray bullets. You might just be able to get lucky, not quite skipping around. And that's entertainment. Verno, that's not happy about that. Yeah.
No, you can see it in his face there. Wanted to try to get back into this probably quickly with this over ult.
Yeah, try and set his team up to see if they can get themselves in before FURIA really set up for success. Snakebite. It's going to ricochet back. Clear a portion of default. The post-plan positions are clean. Turret catches the one. You're just jiggling. It comes down to the way that these fights end up shaking out. Verno dropped. Tex looking around, wondering where the next fight was to be taken. It's artzin though, closing it out. Mazino might be able to get a one. Oh, just hopping away from him. Instant answer back though from FURIA. They're way up close here. The shock dart rebound to deny the drone a bit of that space. Zekken is going to be the one to help him out. The dart not cleared. Zekken's going to be tagged up here, and he is in the danger. Very dangerous position indeed. Verno trying to insert himself again, anchoring towards the back of the side. The slightest of gaps to play, at least with Mazino. Finds it. Perfect line there, but a 3v3 and still retaking with the operator, but eventually changing hands. Aspas now with that rifle. But look at how difficult it is just to try and play the retake.
And they're basically being forced to play retake in all of these rounds. They never have enough players on the A side because they don't have info early enough.
No. Wall up, it's going to be going on soon enough. Bits and pieces of spray and spam. A couple of bullets though with Mazino as weak as they were. There's still chances potentially, but not accounting for the corner. The nerve
for him to be able to support other people. Here's more of that lobby crunch.
Okay. Spike's handed over. Deep dart. Alym eager to take a lot of this space now over towards the B site to wall to give them a bit more safety, but no accounting for Mazino. Again, he finds that timing. Trying to play a bit faster.
Yeah, with koalanoob dead, there's no smoke.
Overdrive's popped, but Alym's keeping a gun out, and he's keeping it cool, calm, collected again. That does Fury. Tap to try and pull this one out. This is FURIA looking quite controlled, but a shot in the dark eventually finds the mark. Okay, Verno with that one. Hunter's Fury goes both ways, though, and that's damage done. It could be dangerous. Tex doesn't have the rifle, but the damage, surely there it is. Up, it's so damn difficult, but bodies are here. Reinforcements arriving.
A much more standard defensive setup for Haven.
Yeah, it's the anchor smoke, the orb. He's propped up now with that paranoia goes forwards, but there's no one jumping. Chance to really capitalize off of it. Waiting for the timing, hoping that the smokes will dissipate, and now looking to see if they can go, but it's replaced by the Omen smoke, and again inserted. FURIA have a stack of bodies here. This could go any which way direction, but it comes down to the fights and how the fight gets taken. Mazino leaping, jumping into the fray. The rest of his team happy to augment it.
Looks like a clean sweep on the pistol for MIBR. artzin does take down Mazino just to shut me up, but his chances of winning a 1v5 here are extremely minimal. MIBR look like they've what they were looking for, which is another one of these.
There is going to be time when you have to go to B. Have to. TP directly into the middle, trying to avoid the nano swarms, but any amount of util could really just push you back and spell defeat. They get the plant down. MIBR into it now, but the fights are happening thick and fast. It's FURIA keen to just layer this one on. Trying to play in the midst of all of this one, but in the chaos, Mazino. That's a daggers at the back. Two players not expecting it. Zekken close quarters, but it's brought to that 1v1. Artzin. Can he do it against Mazino? Turret, Artzin!
Look at this team on paper and be like, yeah, they're going to have better stats than the super team in 1v1s.
Aspas and Mazino shut down from that A lobby pressure. A peek to see if they can get something going.
And punished very early there.
Yeah.
Instantly into a 3v5. These are spots you do not like to be in, but Zekken's given them a win condition over on C. He's been bold, TP'd into a smoke. And FURIA are playing this full for retake.
Found a lot of space.
Spike planted.
Tex is going to be that great lurk, essentially. He needs to really stay alive. Traded with the judge. And he was low. Makes it a little bit less egregious.
You know that Verno and Zekken have to make a play here. They're in a 2v4. They must be doing something aggressive. The question is, where and can you stop it?
Verno has his ult. In a more passive position here. It's all really onto Zekken to see if he can just bleed out a couple of the bodies. Two going down. Potentially enough. In a 1v2 for Verno, but now looking to creep his way back in, and he's found it. There's the one kill. He's got the ult to play with. On top of that, the drone. eeiu has to know the outs on top of it to stick onto half. He's hurt himself. No way sticking this all the way. He's not. He lets it go, and Verno just toying with him. And has he got enough time? Oh, so down! Absorb up that space once more, and Tex could be, yes, paying a price because of it. So, with him dropped, he was alone. He's handed over a gun. Full C control, and a gamble stacked by FURIA. They're scurrying away, but I think sound cue's potentially heard. Nerve might be pulling them all the way back.
If Nerve manages to get around the flank here with the Phantom,
chance.
Game could still be on.
They want to go fast. Here's an overdrive, and they found it. Target acquired. Aspas is going to be dropped there. The wall's propped up. Stun ricocheting back. Nerve spraying and praying. His damage done. MIBR going to try and hold on and weather the storm. Can they batter down the hatches? It's left up to Zekken. Peels his way back, reposition, but it's a 1v3. And the weapon's handed over, making a 1v2. 10 bullets left. Got to try and find it now individually at that FURIA. They just line themselves. Was perhaps heard, and I think Verno hoping, I should say eeiu, hoping that he could cancel that one out. Nerve is straight in there, though. Willing to take these fights. Ball was propped up.
Very bold challenge onto Aspas, isn't it? Looking to take the fight straight into the guy, shut him out of the round early.
Striking when the nanoswarms are up as well. This is very fast, though. Mid-rounding by MIBR. They're looking to see if they can clean up, and they have done that. A lot of the Killjoy util.
Yeah, they've popped all of the KJ util over towards B, so they could go for a pit here from Mazino and look to end B.
Toxins going up.
Patience for now. 35 seconds left, though. Nerve. Let's lay it down, that pit. That's going to be connecting all the way around, but he gets dropped anyway. So the pit goes down with him. Lockdown's also being used. MIBR being handed the golden ticket, essentially. Ultimate's pulled out, though. And they're not out of the danger zone just yet. 3v3. Not to account for. Verno's letting loose again. His Hunter's Fury. He's going to see if he can start to push these players back out and away, and it just makes it uncomfortable enough for Zekken to really light them up. Drone. Hearing a few bits and pieces of movement. Nanoswarm's going up overhead now. It signals quite a bit. koalanoob getting involved. It's an anchor smoke again, but MIBR being nothing but patient. Willing to poke prod, and now looking to see if they can get a little bit more here, but koalanoob unanticipated. Look at the TP, redirect the attention again. Back and forth. This guy's being a nuisance right now. A real thorn in their side. MIBR. Player down, drone up and overhead. These kills need to be claimed, and they need them now. Tex is willing to step up to the task. See if he can find a bit more, but that is an awkward fight. Shock darts flying in your face and bullets straight after. Bit of a jiggle. Shots through, though. That box is weak as anything, and Verno is hungry for it. Senses it. There's damage done, and you can see if he can look to pick them apart, but he's on 1 HP. Swift Breeze will just
pit. They've got double Stinger to play inside of it here.
Aspas raring to go. Bit of a hard read that there is not too much in terms of pushback holding that.
It's brute force in there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, just a dart to play with. Alarm bot broken, but MIBR were more than ready for that. Artzin trying to swing off the back of it. This lockdown now, it's going to be creating even more pressure on alym. We're going to go walkabouts. It needs to be held. The jump spot is seen. Hold on, there's an angle here, but Zekken holding a bit of that util time running out. High tide, you're going to try and find your way into the back, and you're detained. koalanoob was left to see if you can hold it back. It's not happening. Mazino's the one just take. Mazino, this wall's going to be dropped, and there's going to be a face and a bunch of players ready to take this fight. Gearing up, that bandit does quick work. That's to the side, Aspas. He will supplement, help it out.
Yeah, good help.
Pushes back in postures, artzin straight back in. Dart stun. Not broken.
30 seconds left.
Still alive, the wall up makes it a little bit awkward. Plan committed though. Nerve's taking his time to see if he can find himself that slightest of angles to play with. The player is low in front of him, Verno. Damaged up prior. artzin. He's got a lot on his plate. Tap while the wall is up. Forcing the issue. Time. Board. Hold on. Classic. artzin. Sheriff. Trying to combine their might towards the end here. artzin
Behind them in grass, undetected too. But at the end of the day, he actually didn't even do that much. Artzin just full swings, deletes aspas. And drills a couple of shots straight into...
Clearing up some of the util. It's a fake TP, yeah.
Yeah, dragging them back.
He's hoping that these players will be dragged back into spawn, but no one's moving other than Nerve. A glance here or there, but they seem to be aware that this is fake pressure. Snake bites ricochet on either side. Koalanoob TP of his own, but I think he just spotted a player out. This is FURIA finding their marks. Targets are right there. They've got a complete collapse onto them. The lockdown even committed. Artzin not leaving anything to chance. This is going to push the MIBR players all the way into their open arms. Not Odin ready to do some quick work. Damage is here, ready and waiting with those rifles. Spraying them all. Jump spots to see if they can spot alym out. Jiggle. Holds his nerve. Overdrive pops and he finds it. Aspas down for the count. Straight shots. Overdrive of his own. And Takes trying to activate off all that pressure. No advantages, no prior space earned for FURIA. Looking like they're on the brink here to taking the lead in this series, in this best of 5 upper bracket grand finals. Putting the best foot forwards because right now this is MIBR just bleeding out entirely. He can't stand up to it. Not
Rock over here, not rotating, leaving A completely open.
So the A site is ripe for the taking. Spike in the back pocket of artzin will eventually start getting onto the site to lay this one down. Smokes will dissipate, and I believe fuel saved in the tank. Push them back. It's a very deep wall indeed. Aspas, though, claims the first kill. With alym down and out, that's suddenly the double door angle that's going to be opened up for them. Feigning like he could be going for the flank as he opens up the door, but now time to mount. Pressure's on. Dart needs to be dealt with instantly at that. Koalanoob is going to be sharp onto it. Let's see how the aim rings out when there's players in front of him. Pressure's there. 1-2! Punches them down! Straight through. It's Mazino, though, to see if he can answer back. And towards it, MIBR finding all sorts of kills. Leaving it just down to eeiu and artzin, but already that pull needs to be precise. Half earned. Push on the way. Vulnerable up zekken!
Oh my god!
Oh! Sees 2, right? So, tag up. Snakebite's going to be healed out. FURIA applying pressure all over the map right now, moving into the B direction. Zeno spotted. Hold on, these shots are rattling, man. The wall just barely saving alym. Another peek from the side. He is low as anything in this game of timings. Verno just gets a handle on it. eeiu is handled, spotted out, cleaned up, out towards the side. They haven't dealt with Mazino.
6 bullets.
Smokes popped up, seeing if he can carve out a bit of space to play in. Artzin's going to be falling. MIBR getting on top of all of this one here, but they do at least FURIA clean up towards the back of the sides. Aspas straight back at you. This is a bonus round conversion that has serious danger now that FURIA are just left out to the 2. Koalanoob! Koalanoob! Already on for the 1 ace, and now he's spotted up with the last is Nerve by his side. It's all on Aspas. The fuse stuck onto half. He's bought himself a couple of hours. Needs to secure this kill. Finds it into the 1v1. Spraying down. Bullets running out. But so is time. And Koalanoob can play with that. He can win with that.
No way, he's got it.
No way, no way, no way.
People getting killed.
He's feeling a bit left out, I think.
Here comes the B-pop.
Yeah, here it is. FURIA been good for this. Well drilled and executed. Already Yuto's going to be rattled off, but zekken, this close quarters angle can be denied. Surely there's the trade in sight. Kills going either way, but Aspas! Quick with the reactions. Operator in his hands. The drone buy him a bit more space.
If there's any exec that you've got to be prepped for, it's this one from FURIA. And I think MIBR knew exactly what they wanted to do to deal with that. They were fighting really close, spamming to take down alym early. 0 and 5.
Here.
On the attacking Yoru. FURIA have to dig themselves out of this hole in the 2v3.
Seen again the discipline from MIBR. No one overstepping themselves. Tex just eager to get a bit of information on the fight. Verno, his time to strike. Swoops into the angle and Aspas from the arches.
Smoke here so that he could mess around with the stinger.
Sending it again. This time, though, just a 1 player, so it's delayed. They're trying to play around a lot of these Yuto combos. It's a Hunter's Fury to see if you can collect a kill. I think they heard that one from the drone. No tag. Potentially out of range. Aspas with the knives. Popped, ready to go. Storm online. Full group up for MIBR. Dash is active. Dimensional drift even being used. MIBR going about this with a lot of caution. That should be 4 players, I think, spotted towards the back of the side. It's a bit of a team flash occurring as well. It's getting a bit messy, whiffy, perhaps indeed, but at close quarters, maybe that's where they thrive. No! Aspas, he slices, he dices, chopping you all to pieces. And the last one spotted, not long for the world, EU.
Dominance.
MIBR perhaps running away with this map here. The game getting a little bit too real, perhaps, for FURIA. Deep clearance into it, koalanoob was immediately picked off. That's just Tex. Lit up by a drone, I believe, but he just takes a couple of stray shots. That's all it took, really. Hunter's Fury to see if they can dissuade this, and it does. The plan is not down here. Verno taking his time with it, trying to hop over towards the top. He finds at least one of the targets. Artzin dropped down to 45. Pit at least in play. Shock darts rebounding. Chip damage mounting. Flashes in your face. Everybody is blind as anything, but a dart was saved for a situation like this. And aspas creeping up towards the flank here. All makes it hard. Looking for the right options, the right answers to see if he can help his team back into this one. There it is, finally. Finds the time to strike. Pit's going to be dropped down. That was Nerve going down. eeiu crouched into a corner. Hoping to dissuade that final boss from...
a big 1v1 to get his ace denied, which, yeah, that's rattling.
And when there's one player that's keeping up the morale, the silence can be deafening. Dash forwards. Trying to cut this one up into the cloud burst again, but that is a huge reveal. Oh my goodness. At least traded in time. Aspas still with that operator. Has that deep sight line. He's just looking for the heads. Target-rich environment. Looking to take his time with it, and Tex being that foundational player, the rock of this team.
Artzin's on a sightseeing mission across the other side of the map.
Doesn't have the spike. There's nothing you can do.
30 seconds
30
left.
seconds left. Round 11. You just got to save the rifle and leave it. They're going to be sending it potentially into the brick wall. Aspas slams it shut in their face. Blind by a bit of respite. Pulled back, peeled back, TP back in, and zekken!
Confidence, man.
He's making a mockery of this moment here. eeiu at least gets a handle onto that, so the trade in sight. Calling for the pause. Bit of calm in the midst of it. FURIA need this to see if they can correct that course. There's a cosmic divide. Mazino.
He's created a little pocket for himself, but he's been spammed.
Yeah, they seem to be aware that he was in that position. 7 HP.
They might have even seen the glow over his head when he ulted there.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
I need a stop.
Anchor smoke. Play it and drop FURIA. Forced to stew in a position like this. It's the last round and a half. He might as well throw everything into it. eeiu has a big ult. He's playing into main. He's worried about the flank, though. He'd love to use it to set his team up to try and take this site. Shock darts. Sent flying. Walls up. Players creeping, working their way in, but Mazino's angle, is this going to be accounted for? alym doesn't want to overstep himself. The swing out to plant denied. Hunter's Fury meant to offset this one, but the players are all the way towards the back. With their backs against the wall, it's up to alym to see what he can do, but it's too much to deal with. It's the wall making it awkward in terms of the angles. He wants to try and fight, and he just steps into it. MIBR, diligent, holding, waiting for the peak. It's that cold composure that you're going to see on display from MIBR. They know they don't have to rush into anything. Peeking out wide, koalanoob! Activating, and even those few stray shots at the end, there was a chance that he could at least do a bit of damage and more to aspas.
He was the player that stepped up in the closest round FURIA had. Was almost on for an ace.
Yeah.
It's a 3v3. Aspas dies to a single bullet coming out from eeiu's Sheriff. But Nerve is the one that's posted with a ghost in hand.
Just jiggling the line over towards that pyramid.
30 seconds
Spots
left.
it. Signs of life. Backs himself up. Hello. Hell of a shot. Aspas. Finished off. The wall's going to be dropping, and eeiu ready to respond. Well, I mean, I'm paying attention now to it, aren't I? So it was pointed out for me.
Don't mess with
alym.
I mean, that's a hell of a shot. I don't think he realized how good that shot was.
Was that into the smoke?
Yeah, it was mid-dash.
Okay, but I'm not anticipating this. Zekken found a potential angle. Just missed his chance. Shocks will ricochet. Double outlaw, though. Bit of a clearance towards the box. Koalanoob's got to be careful about this one. Mazino now with the plant. to push them back.
Toxin screen down.
2 players will go down to a single shot of the Outlaw. Zekken and Tex, the ones with the full armor. Artzin's found it. Tex finished off. For a bit more, but he smokes dissipating Mazino. Mazino!
Snappy.
Very snappy stuff, and now it's getting dire. Pressed to the brink. Mazino's looking to put on an absolute display of dominance, but shut down before the clip was online. At this point, though, it's inevitable. We will be going to split MIBR. They want to take him all the way there, straight to the distance here in our upper bracket grand finals. All on the line. The dimensional drift. Peeling back now over towards the site once they force those rotates, and this is an open site for the taking.
I love the fake gate crash because it does make a noise now. And the defending players can read into it. Very clean post plant. What is Aspas doing over towards A?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. He's miles away from the action, and if FURIA, they're going to be speeding this one up, taking the fight forwards at a rapid pace, already taking up a lot of residency. It's up to these anchoring players to see what they can do. Tex up from that high ground angle does at least get the kill onto koalanoob, but they have lost every single anchoring site player. Kind of a heaven attack to see if you can pull these players wide out into the open, but EU's already repositioned. I should say artzin. It's a kill found for him, and Aspas is going to look to try and put it all on his back. And goes on either side, though. Bucky could do some serious damage in a position like this. The Prowler is good and spraying. It's laboured at best, but Zekken eventually gets the kill he was looking for. That double dash alym is going to be hurt here with that Bucky. Has a refract. Patient plays. Oh no. Frank's gone. He's caught between a rock and a hard place, and it could have been a prime position to get a kill. Not quite. EU's there. What a shot by Mazino. Deletes EU off the map.
Well, that's the kind of thing that we've got to be paying attention to in rounds that matter a bit more than this one. You can take risks here. This is just a bonus with a pretty light buy. So don't mind that from alym. He's one of the players that has to keep his head cool in difficult spots later on split. He's been thriving on the maps where FURIA have been winning, and he's been struggling a bit more in the maps where they haven't. Not necessarily a causal link there in terms of it being alym's fault, just more to do with them getting him activated. If Aspas can find a couple of kills here, or even just one kill and a death, the showstopper could easily be something that you build a game plan around to start to put damage onto FURIA's economy. He's not going for it, though.
No, not hunting too hard for the kills.
I think he definitely could have gone a bit more aggressive in this round.
Gate crash. It's eventually going to be making its way into the back of the site here, and this is going to split up these players.
alym doesn't know where to go.
No, artzin left to try and anchor now, but from this spot again, there's too much to overcome. There's a nade rebounding. He's wondering about the TP straight into Zekken. Flash forwards again, up top, rafters. Needs to be that fight taken. Zekken and Aspas.
30 seconds.
Combine it all together. Full committal now into the plant.
It just has to be.
koalanoob.
It just has to be a save here.
Yeah.
Spike
I mean,
planted.
EU can poke and delete 2 players.
Yeah. Full ram control though, giving up. MIBR have this one, and now the showstopper's just going to be sending it against the back wall. What a shot by EU! At least equalize it. That rifle does need to be reclaimed. The recycling in order, and it's going to be picked up. Exchange in hands. alym how has it to play with.
The hinder potentially might have saved them MIBR from committing
koalanoob
to a stacked site.
It's an awkward position, yet still he snaps to it.
Down A.
Just his aim with Verno being dropped. That's a spike as well onto ramp. Pressure now onto Tex to see if he can explore and open up a different avenue over towards B. The spike is starting to steadily move over that direction as well. Hold on, timing. Shorty to the face.
So unaware that Zekken would be bold enough to go for that kind of play.
It's a crazy play.
And Tex has been bold on this B side of the map as well. Realized that the whole thing is free.
Might be able to get another one here. koalanoob really wants to at least feel like he can take a timing past this one. Here's the TP. He takes a shot. There's no way he's getting out of this. No way! Gets to one and lives. Absolutely no way. Dimensional drift earned up. koalanoob spotting out where the rest of these stragglers are. alym was handed potentially a fight, but too many players to overcome. Deep pillar position. Snakebite needs to be avoided now. Sidestep so koalanoob doesn't go down because he's low as anything, but it's Tex. All the pressure on him and Mazino. koalanoob slowly approaching, just can't quite hit that in time, but Addison there with the trade up and over towards the top of the smoke. It obfuscates Mazino. Into mid. That was going to be dodged, but here it is. Nightfall up towards heaven. Looking for the tags on a few of these players. Addison stepping up now to the challenge. Forwards in his approach, and he knows exactly what's going to be played for. How does Mazino hit that? Is that just blind through the smoke?
I think so.
Ridiculous stuff. Koalanoob applying the flashes, see if he can make the play. What is that by Verno? Fully spraying up towards heaven and adjust the aim in time.
Plant gets pit.
Tech spam though, that's going to be the pit brought down immediately. Blink of an eye. Nightfall of their own now. eeiu flying forwards. Center players scattering.
Here's Alym's time.
3v3. Look to see if they can activate off the top of this one. The shots are going missing wide. Hinder tabs Mazino. Mazino can't be doing it. Realizing that the hit is going to be coming in right now. That haunt, big reveal up into the corner. Someone's going to play off the back of this one. It's Mazino again inserting himself. The distraction is there, but Nerve with a snake bite lays it all down. Vulnerable up. eeiu, at least with the follow-up. A lot of damage done. Single bullet would bring down aspas. Nerve himself, the same could be said. 13 seconds remaining in the round. His plant needs to go down right now, and aspas lowers anything, blinds it up, flashed up. FURIA, they need this desperately, and they're going to get it.
Where koalanoob's gone.
Yeah. Dimensional drift. There's a second now. He's going to be looking to pinpoint a couple of the player positions, and he just sees two of them way out into the open. The paranoia does not connect, and still Zekken wants to make a play for it into the back of the site. Mazino, always happy to provide that extra attention. Up towards heaven, no, the rafters angle. That's a quick snap to the side. Nerve really feeling it now, but just not quite on top of it in time. koalanoob happy towards the back there. Punishes the peek from Verno. Hinder, double dash now. There's a great chance. Zekken is cleaned up. Texas straight back at it from behind. koalanoob.
Wanted koalanoob to peek into them there.
Nerve just jiggling. That's a punish. They know that Nerve has been knife out. Jiggling the angle and the line, looking for information in the middle of it, and now aspas lets loose. That's a showstopper in his hands. The haunt has to pre-fire that one to the corner. Worried about being cleaned up and cleared out. eeiu though just finds his time, plays back, a virgin pass, double dash, forwards. Aspas no more. He turned into absolute mincemeat, and information gathered from that one. eeiu mops up the remainder. Left just down to Mazino. Spike is irretrievable here. FURIA is from Santiago.
Yeah.
So it would mean the world to him. He can immediately rejoin him if he chooses to. There's that weapon picked up as well. The Outlaw fading away. A lot of damage done and a lot of that. Molly's forcing the issue, pushing them into the uncomfortable territory. Addison again supplements the defense up, and now starting to come alive. Lighting them up here. It's Addison versus all of them. And eeiu right by his side. 7 bullets remaining, but time running short. The spike out into the middle of nowhere. FURIA surely got this. Especially with that Molly layer down. Aspas realizes it. Yeah, job's done here.
No time. What a recovery in this APOP.
Looking to send it flying forwards. This is going to be a pop straight into the site. And again, the onus lies towards Zekken here. Out towards that elbow angle. Has that ghost in hand, and he needs a bit more help to help him out. What is that, artzin? Unreal. Activating at the right time, the right moment. aspas and Mazino still alive. A dynamic duo. There's a 2v3. All players corralled, pushed into these tight positions into the post plant. It's not the most ideal for FURIA. Backs against the wall.
Artzin's pulled out magic so far. These players are very disconnected. Can't really play off each other, aspas and Mazino.
It's going to come down to ones. Bit of a jiggle. It's damage done. Pulling out the C's. aspas is worried about, again, all these positions, but that timing taken as the util flies forwards. Artzin. With him going down, it's now a 2v2, and his pistol round is absolutely everything. Aspas left in a 1v2.
He's been doing a great job, honestly.
Yeah, considering the last year that he had, Aspas immediately dealt with.
What an opportunity to pivot in any direction.
These might be our players. They are feeling squeezed. If you lose B, having control.
The gate crash is really good, though, at the moment for Zekken, because it gives him the ability to go and reinforce a B hit if the timing's early. But if Addison slows down the round a little,
Mazino on
that will expire.
All their attention over towards that heaven ankle. It's a critical kill. Again, a tight spot that they're going to be placed into. The haunt and the flash is all going a little bit wide here. Verno, Prowler sent flying, and now mad scurry and dash all the way over. But this time, Zekken is lying in wait.
He is so alone, though.
25 seconds roughly to work with. They are umming and ahhing.
They don't know what they're doing.
They don't know what to do. No map control. They got to try and take this one together because, again, Zekken can be that playmaker. DTP, artzin with that plan. It needs to be coverage from every single angle from that high ground. Zekken almost makes it happen, but artzin was pulled off the plant as a result. Time pressure is still there. This time commits though. Bit of breathing room, but a C's connects on top of it. It's all up to alym to see if he can hold this one back. So many targets, so many options. His head is on a swivel. Worried about all sorts of directions, and Mazino is just baiting, buying time, trying to see if he can play his team all the way in. It's damage done on either side. Alym eventually going for that rolling retreat, pulls his way back. This is space given up in a 3v3 here. Shots finally landing. Claims the kill that he was looking for now, and with the help of the rest of his team, surely to clean up victory.
It's a huge one to be here in the upper bracket. What an opener, man!
Yeah.
Look at that shot. And zekken dealt with. He was the danger on the A side, but they went for this hostage over to artzin. Implies that they're going to go for something faster.
And here it is, speeding up. Mazino caught potentially there. Knife out. Alym is looking to try and send this one here, but a hinder. Potential connection to TP to try and escape a lot of those bullets. So all players alive here. MIBR grouped up. Playing a retake with the operator, never quite ideal.
No, it definitely favors artzin, who's going to be able to get posted up with his op.
Up through heaven. Just misses the shot though. He's given an opportunity. Instant reposition. A lot of damage done to alym. Still anyone's game. MIBR trying to gear up into this, but
Face your fear!
it's immediately there with the pressure. The heat's turned up though. Zekken matters into his own hands. Moves forwards, one way's abound. Big reveals, a trails, find it all out, but for MIBR, everyone's winning this fight out. 3v5 now, TP is a little bit too late onto that mark. koalanoob can escape. That one ended up. Now you're gonna see it, sent flying forwards. Recall back again, but that's a deep TP into the back, and koalanoob can't get a handle on it. Can't control the rifle well enough in time, and bodies have arrived here. MIBR have plenty more where that came from. Players ready, prime position, a lot of damage on Mazino. Chipped down to anything but Tex! Lights up 3. Blink of an eye. And 2 on FURIA left to stand up against it. eeiu and artzin.
It's definitely still winnable. artzin has his ultimate, could reposition over towards A. And there's 2 ops here on the retake. It's a kind of ridiculous situation. Do they have guns that they could upgrade to? I think zekken might. He's leaving.
Yeah, dropped, yeah. Smoke into CT, eeiu. Inserts himself, held though by zekken. Furious timing here to TP into mid, and artzin doesn't quite stick it. Cancelled at the final moment here, and zekken was ready. Primed, aim well trained. Nade rebounds, and artzin, he's put on magic so far. But this might be a little bit too much to overcome.
On site. They might be thinking FURIA are looking to explore in the other direction. aspas is getting them good information though on A, so 3 players can stay here at B.
Operator's working out in their favor. Mazino, difficult spot to try and take the fight against. Convergent pass is in there. Activated from the back. I mean, zekken, he can't quite find this one. It's all koalanoob. He's filled up the feed. This is a halfway round, and FURIA, they take it over.
How did it go so wrong?
Spike planted.
Couple of missed opportunities, couple of missed shots, but maybe aspas got something to say about it. Showstopper offloaded, he's looking for a slight angle. The target's not quite there. But Verno, rifle well trained.
These players are weak.
Yeah, it's only the stinger that's been picked up. I think aspas was hoping for something a little bit better. Verno decayed down to a single digit. Spraying and praying will do the job. aspas lurking, trying to find a wave through, but Nerve has that judge in hand into the pit. It's blight spread across this site. And aspas now getting a run on. The pressure is entirely on him. The fuse stuck onto half all the way, potentially not quite.
Beyond their years and experience here.
zekken primed, ready. It's all about reaction times, and eeiu's deleted.
The crosshair placement is perfect.
Dimensional drift, looking for that extra information. He's going to be spotting out exactly where these players are, and sees that Mazino has retreated, dropping down. Hearing the sound cue, space has to be given up, but Tex, alongside Verno, make sure to clear up the question marks. Up through mid now, and looking to potentially take it a bit faster. Alym looking to meet them, and finds it! 2 blinding shots. He's given FURIA a lifeline, deep TP into the back. That is a pocket of play, and potentially to escape this one to Nightfall. Dodged and avoided. So faking the TP, Haunt broken. MIBR taking this one together now, but there are so many obstacles to face, so many players to potentially clear. Flash is good, zekken cleaned up entirely, and again a 1v1 artzin versus Verno. IGL versus IGL. Battle of the brains when it comes down to the gunplay! Oh! Here by FURIA, they don't want to overstep themselves, they don't want to lose track of potential possibilities, but mistakes opened up. Shots going wide though. Potentially a golden opportunity that's just about missed, but the stack of players, MIBR, rooted, ingrained to the spot over towards
30
A.
seconds left.
30 seconds remaining to make something happen.
And the stack is here.
The damage could be done. MIBR, they need Aspas to activate. It's an instant trade. Verno tucked close, tight to the corner. The flower pots, will they get cleared? Players dropping down. Time! It's not the weapon of choice, but I'm straight there with them. And FURIA! It's moments like this is what you play for. koalanoob. Get the team's hands on it. Get their grips on it. FURIA! Represent the #1